Welcome to the Jill on Money Show. It's Thursday, August 11th, and we are here answering financial questions. And financial is kind of like everything in your life. Most decisions that you're making in your life have to do on some level with money, with trade-offs, with priorities. And if you need some help organizing that, thinking about it, wondering the next best step that you and your household can make, why don't you give us a holler? All you need to do is go to our website, jillonmoney.com, click the Contact Us button, and all you need to do is check a little box that says, let us know if you would be willing to come on the air. If you check yes, Mark does everything else because he's that good. That is how good he is. So today we are talking to Roger, who is from the Garden State of New Jersey. Hello, Roger. How can we help you out today?
I'm looking at retiring. I'm 59, and I've done gap analysis a couple of different places, and the gap analysis says I can retire with what I've saved in my 401k. My wife and I both work. She has a pension, but she's younger than I am, so she won't be.
So that was smart. So a younger wife.
Yeah.
How old is she?
55.
Well, she's not young enough to really make a big difference. When is her pension? Tell me some of the details of her pension.
It's through the New Jersey Board of Ed. She can start collecting in like 5 more years. So
she would collect a pension at age 60 of how much?
That is a good clue. I don't know, or good question. Pensions, they have a formula based off your highest 3 years,
but we don't know how much that is. Like, how much does she earn right now?
About $102,000.
And how many years will she have in the system?
25 years.
I'm going to make it up. All right. I'm going to say it's 60 grand. How much do you earn, Roger?
About 90,000.
Will you be entitled to a pension?
No, mine's strictly a 401k.
How much money is in your 401k right now?
1.76 million.
Is it pre-tax or is it post-tax, this 401k?
Pre-tax.
Yeah, okay. Does your wife also contribute to a retirement account in addition to the whole pension? Does she have either a 403B or some other savings plan, a 457 plan?
A 403B, which we just started late. We didn't realize the information we had early on wasn't clear. They didn't clarify. So we just started a 403B like 2 years ago. There's minimal of about 5,000 in there.
Okay.
She also has a rollover IRA that's about 16,000.
And do you have money outside of retirement that's invested?
I have some stocks that I've been trading. We also took some money out. My daughter got married, so we took some money out to pay for the wedding.
How much money is left in the stock account right now?
About 66,000.
How about money that's like emergency reserve, cash, money markets, like non-retirement? I mean, just the like what you could get your hands on quickly right now.
Bank account is about 50,000.
Tell us about your house.
If you go on Zillow, it's worth 500,000 with this market, and we owe 250,000.
Let's talk about Social Security. Will you and your wife both be eligible for Social Security?
Yes. My PIA at age 67 is about 3,000, a little over 3,000 at age 67.
Okay. And what about your wife's?
I think it's about the same.
So it's kind of cool because probably, how much do you guys spend I presume you're both putting money away and doing all that, but what are your expenses? What do you think your need is for retirement?
It's about 10,000, a little over 10,000 a month.
So presumably, when you're 72 and 73 and she's 67 and you're both collecting $3,000 a month for your Social Security plus her pension, which is probably going to be another $5,000 a month, we're pretty darn close. Like that's when life is good for you guys, when you're both collecting Social Security and she's collecting her pension, right?
Right.
So what's the game plan if you were to retire? Like, and are we talking like when for you? You're 59, you're young. So when do you think you'd like to retire?
When I turn 59 and a half.
Oh, geez. Okay. I got 6 months to go. All right. So what is our game plan to get you through the next bunch of years? So you said your wife is 55 now. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay. So she's 55. So she's going to work for if you retired right now, right? Could you guys, and let's say she stopped putting money into retirement, could you guys live on her 102-ish, or you'd have to spend some of the cash?
Yeah, no, yeah, we talked to a financial advisor yesterday, and he's like, "Well, you're good. You're like 104% ready. So we're way above the curve." And
Right.
I'm like, "Well, no, I need to pay my bills.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't have enough coming in to pay the 10,000."
And so what was your game plan to do that? Sell your stocks out and in the non-qualified account and use that for a year, and then what?
Well, that's why we're talking to you, Joe, and financial advisors, and we don't know.
What I guess that you are looking at, and I'm thinking that when you said you looked at modeling, is that you're looking at if I pulled $4,000 a month out of my 401k, I would pay tax on that. And then that would float a lot of the money that I need. So that money would be available to help finance my share of the expenses. I mean, do you hate what you do? This is a question I ask people all the time because I don't want to be a pain in the ass about this. I am not clear that this works so great as everyone else seems to be. If you could get 50 grand a year out of your 401k, 50 turns into, let's call it 38 or something, right? Because that's going to be your tax situation. Let's just call it 36. You get 3 grand a month, essentially, after tax out of your 401k. That doesn't exactly give you what you need, but it's close-ish. And maybe you sell the stock account out. But, I still have a gap between today and when you can collect Social Security. And that's what I'm trying to fill.
Yeah, exactly. And do I hate my job? Yeah, I do. I stopped traveling because I hated flying. And when COVID hit, I'm like, I don't need to wear a mask on the airplane anymore, being suffocated. And I was home only for 48 hours. So I switched my jobs to be home more. And now I'm finding out I absolutely hate being at home, nonstop. You never leave. So, and then my father just passed away last year at 86. And I see my mom, she's getting older. And I'm just like, well, wait a minute. I only have like 20 more years to run, So I'm like, is it worth, if I could retire why retire at 67, 65? There's a lot of people on the team they're old. They're like 67. And one person's like 70. And I'm like, and they just sound miserable. And I'm like, I want to be doing this job when I'm 70. So,
all right, let me ask you another question. Forget about that job. Could you do like something to make a few shekels every month?
Oh yeah. No, we talked about part-time.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, could you go and do? I don't know what you like to do, but if you could essentially, like, you quit when you're 59 and a half, right? She stops putting money into her 403b, just stops. Forget it. You're done. You got to like stockpile some money, right? You are going to now start pulling money out of your 401k and you're going to take 3% in a given year, let's call it, out. You're going to pay the tax that's due. And then to fund the difference, you're going to get some job that's kind of like fun and silly and stress-free and, whatever you're going to make, 2 or 3 grand a month, if that, okay? Then it works. And the less money that you tap out of the 401k, the better. It is true that, people die when they're 75 and it sucks. But statistically, you live until you're 90, man, or maybe 95. And that's a long time to have money last. Again, do I think you could totally do this? You probably could. You want to make yourself feel better? Because I hear there's no reason you're coming to us and asking our opinion if you felt 100% sure about the numbers. So if you're looking for maybe the middle scenario is do a little part-time work, figure out what it is you want to do, have some fun. You got 5 years before she's going to retire. If you can refrain from pulling money out of your retirement account, it's great. That's it. And I wouldn't go crazy. Do you have kids? Do you have grown kids?
Yeah, the 2 are in the Army. 1 is married.
Wow.
So I have 3 kids. So.
And they're okay financially, or do you think you're going to have to help them out?
Oh, no. Yeah. My daughter's a teacher. She's doing excellent. They live in Pennsylvania, and my other 2 are getting paid by the Army. The Army pays. They're officers in the Army, so they get paid a good salary. So they're fine.
This is the theme of a lot of conversations we've had in 2022, which is there are a lot of people who walked into the beginning of this year saying, I have a lot of money. Stock market and the economy start to shake a little bit, and it starts to shake your own foundation. And it allows us to have these conversations. If things come roaring back and life is good and you feel much more confident, that's perfect. That's fine. But what I do want to be clear about is you're close enough that there was something inside you that wanted to actually talk it through. And when you're investing in either a financial planner or a retirement planning firm, I want to know what you're going to get for your money. You are very good feel for these numbers. It does not seem like you are fooling yourself. Do you like to manage your own money?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I keep a spreadsheet, what goes in, what goes out. It significantly helps. And the financial advisor yesterday wants us to use their platform, put money over here. And I'm like, well, dividend stocks, that's no big deal. I can pick dividends.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not sure I'd go and pay for that service, given the fact that you're sounding and you seem quite comfortable with your own ability to analyze and execute. Do you have your estate planning done?
That's what we're in the process of doing now. And
okay.
We just finished it. We're going to drop it off today, get our will updated and our power of attorney and our living will.
Perfect. Is there anything else that we can help you out with today?
No, just keep doing what you're doing. My wife hears you on the way to work. She listens to your podcast, and she said, and she goes, I'm going to email her and see what, and we're like, wonderful. So I'm so happy that you reached out to us.
Excellent. Well, we are very happy, and we wish you the very best of luck. And give us a shout and let us know what you like how you land and what happens. I always like to know what happened after, when all these when you have a makeover show or The Biggest Loser, I lost 150 pounds. You find out, I gained 180 pounds back, but I don't want that to be you. I want it to be I found a great job. I'm totally cool. Life's good. We're not touching our 401k yet. Okay, if you, like Roger, have a calculation to make, if you want to learn what your options are, all you need to do is give us a shout. Go to JillOnMoney.com, click the Contact Us button, let us know if you want to come on the air. Mark does everything else. And then we will be able to help guide you. We'll help you understand what your choices are. While you're on the website, don't forget to sign up for the free weekly newsletter. And if you would not mind, we'd love a review at Apple. Ratings and reviews really do help us. Do something nice for someone else today. Grit, growth, grace. Thank you for listening. We'll talk to you tomorrow.